Hello, Virgo. So I'm actually having to do your reading again. The first time I did it, the volume was turned off. I was so mad because it was really good. Anyway, we'll do it again. I feel like something could be, yeah. So I do feel like you could be going through something where you're like having to repeat yourself a lot or like reiterate things over and over again. It's kind of, I feel the mimicking game happening. It's like, I feel like someone's mimicking you on purpose because they want you to repeat something. I don't think you mind. I don't think they necessarily like what you said the first time. Yeah, here's compromise coming out and community. It's like either the community is going to need to compromise with you, Virgo, or you're going to need to compromise with a community of people. Either way it goes, it's like someone just wants you to keep. You know how you can say no 1,000 different ways, but someone, if they don't want to hear no, then they can make it. They just hear what they want to hear. Okay, that's kind of what seems like it's going on right now. Um, because I feel like I'm gonna have to reiterate a lot of the points that I made in my first reading. Yeah, here's family coming out. This did come out in your first reading also, so did community. Actually, all of these did. Yeah, the point of it was to point out your family is basically a big central part of your life, right? But when you're thinking about community and families and individuals, right? One thing to keep in mind is that you can be a part of a community without actually ever being around other people. It has to do with a belief, a mindset, a system of thought, a tradition, even perhaps even a ritual. If you're following a general consciousness, an awareness, a spiritual presence, right? That other people also experience, or other people also believe in, or other people also follow. That means you've entered into um, commune, right, with other people in order to more or less share a sentimental moment. Some people find physical things sentimental. People who are more intuitive or spiritual tend to find um, creative ventures as well as spiritual endeavors to be something that's like more motivational than anything else. Yeah, no despair there when you have like these new ideas or new I call it popcorn for thought. And it does have to do with like, yes, you're all in a family unit together because you're all related, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that everybody in your family has the same exact personality. It means you might have tendencies that are similar, or belief systems that might be the same, or general body language traits or behaviors that might mimic one another to a certain degree, but you're not the same person, if that makes sense. That's what was coming to surface. Wow. In your first reading. That's what I was trying to tell you. This is the title card. Wow. I can't believe that just came out just like that. You've actualized, you self-actualized. That was what the first reading was all about. Virgo, it's almost like you figured out how to use your psychic abilities to locate more new psychic abilities, like new level unlocked of like psychicness, of psychic level interaction with the world. Um, there is a disjointedness because your family is your family. Yes, you came from them, but then you also have these titles. You were given all of these, your birth certificate and your social security number and all this information that's supposed to identify the titles that you hold, the credentials that you've earned, um, the record, your criminal record, your driving record, your academic record, all the records you've earned or played in your life, it's a sentimental download is what I want to call it. Uh, it's using your mentality to send a signal, a sign, use sign language. It's that the fact that in Daredevil, when he lost his ability to see, all of his other abilities became amplified as a result of that. I don't want to say that you need to go out and lose a sense in order to, have sensory awareness. What I'm saying is that whatever you're doing right now, Virgo, you're able to grasp not only the concept of what needs to happen, but what is happening, as well as your ability to steer yourself in the correct direction moving forward. There's victory. I do just want to say it's kind of like victory lap energy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at this. There's your psychic awareness. Remember, I was telling you this was the theme of your last reading. This is the end of this one. It's victory. We've now got top and bottom of the reading, which is compromise with the community, family, devotion, and victory. You psychically have a connection with your bloodline, your ancestors, and the people that you consider family, that you love, that contributed to your ability to self-actualize, who supported you throughout that process. Your psychic opening is what I'm hearing. I don't know why that's really relevant right now, but you're open to that being amplified. You're doing it with yourself. It's like you're able to self-amplify or self-actualize at a almost like I don't want to say it's at like a breakneck speeds that exceed the limits that we knew before. That's what's going on here. Give me one for compromise in the community, please. Virgo, your number 3 is the community card, and then compromise is the master teacher. It's like you've become you've been the student, the teacher, and the peer, a friend, to somebody, right? Now you've been in all of these different roles. At this point, it's like you get to choose which one you're going to work on, or which one you're going to develop, or which one you're going to endorse. It's maintaining your creative freedom, as well as your social freedom, as well as your psychic freedom. You're no longer needing to kind of, when you're getting acclimated to a new ability, sometimes it's kind of like getting your sea legs back again. Once you've been on land for too long, it's learning how to have a settled stomach during the middle of a lot of tumultuous energy. So rather than running away from the community, you're now running towards it, and you're able to compromise with I want to say with your own energy. It doesn't mean that you're open to people dictating to you. You're not open to that. You're not open to robbing Peter to pay Paul, and you're not open to robbing Paul to pay Peter. You know what I'm saying? Like this is finally the stability that you need. Yeah. Look, your family can't say anything to you about it. You're an individual. This is your credentials, nobody else's. Okay? This is you coming into your psychic awareness of what that means. Okay? You're fully in your power, Virgo. You are now ascending. Ascension has happened. And I feel like right now you're fully aware of what needs to take place in order for you to live fully alive. I know that sounds weird to phrase it that way, but there's a reason. That's what I mean. This pent up energy has been released. It's like while you were getting to know your abilities, maybe you weren't as confident, maybe you weren't as outgoing, maybe you weren't as willing to just kind of go at it. It's once you make that first cut, you can't take it back. You know what I mean? So you got to be real certain about what you're doing. I feel like now, Virgo, you've not only become proficient at whatever it is that you're up to, you're now able to return the psychic gaze, is what I'm hearing. You're returning the psychic gaze. And that in that way, and because you're able to do that, you're able to keep a lot more coins in your purse. If that makes sense. The coins in the purse are not being spilled out for no reason. This is victory. Victory. Okay, this is the queen climbing to ascend up into like a greater, higher level of wealth, health, understanding, informational knowledge, all of the above. This psychic awareness is not something that people can see. So it's going to be very, very confusing to those that do not believe or do not have the intellectual desire to get to understand what this is. You, Virgo, have completely mastered this at this point. You don't even have to tell anybody, hey, I'm ascending right now. People can just see it. They see it. It's like you're literally dripping in an embarrassment of jewels, is the way that I want to phrase that. I don't know why I wanted to say an embarrassment. You know, there's like an embarrassment of food. It just means that there's like an excessive amount. That's the amount of psychic energy that's available to you right now, Virgo. And I dare say, the only thing you need to do is keep doing you. Keep moving towards your title. Keep moving towards what you know is yours already. It's already there. All of it is already present. The victory has already happened. Maybe not on the timeline you can see visibly right now, but psychically you already know it's on its way. And it isn't a small victory. This is like, I don't know if you know about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, but it's like right here at the 1%. So, whatever it is that you're doing, Virgo, more, more, like more, more, a lot more, okay? Yeah, let's go.